How's it going, Kade?
Good, Jeff.
Thanks for coming to meet with
Yeah,
me.
thanks for having me in.
Yeah, honestly, having you as an employee over the last couple months, and first as an intern,
Right.
it's really been great to have you on the team, and
Thank you.
it's really your work performance is great, your work ethic is great, and really I've heard lots of good things. How do you think that you've been doing so far?
About the same, just like you said, I've heard a lot of great things about from the higher ups. I've been breaking and meeting a lot of goals. So I feel pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, of course, room for improvement because I'm not perfect,
Right.
but I feel pretty solid in everything already. So
That's pretty awesome. Yeah. So, um, this meeting is mainly about how you're going throughout each call and
yeah,
where we can improve things.
sure.
And so, would you mind dissecting your typical sales call?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm right on the phone. As soon as I get on the phone, I'm saying, "Hey, this is Cade from I don't even know what company we're with, HubSpot, right?" And so, but then I always ask like, "Did I catch you at a bad time?" That usually gives the person like yes or no. Mainly time no because it's a weird question. It's a different question people are asking, and so then I just kind of go into basically just asking them questions about them, about their company that they are, and just kind of qualifying them and making sure that they'd be a good fit for the company.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So yeah.
And so during these calls, do you feel like who does most of the talking?
Oh, that's a good question. Um, Sometimes me, because
Mm-hmm.
I just want to let them know about the product. I'm pretty excited about it.
Right.
I'm just excited to be here.
Yeah, no, I totally get that from you, and that's
Yeah.
a great personality trait to have, the energy.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times, when a customer feels like they're not being heard, it's difficult to transition that lead
Oh
into a long lasting customer. And so sometimes when we get really excited and are just telling them
Right.
about the product, we forget to realize, oh, they've got needs and I have to figure those out. So do you feel like you spend a lot of time figuring out their needs?
So yes and no because so I'm telling about the product and then I'm asking them like how they are, like how this would benefit them. Will this be a good fit for them? So it's like after I explain it to them, I'd ask like, would this work for you, basically?
Mm-hmm.
Which now I'm kind of thinking probably isn't the best, even though it in a sense does work. Probably just because I'm kind of just straightforward with them, and it could be just taking a step back and asking them more questions and saying like, and I think that's in a sense when I'm qualifying, I'm asking a lot more questions. And excuse me, in my qualifying, I'm asking those questions that would qualify them. Then I tell them about the product. That's kind of how I've been doing it,
Mm-hmm.
but should definitely do it more.
Yeah, definitely. So if I understood you correctly,
Yeah,
um, previously from what you've been doing,
yeah,
you've been telling about the product
yeah.
and then qualifying for the product and telling them, hey, you'd be a great fit. Is that Do I understand that correctly?
Yeah. So previous, and then the last couple of weeks, I've been doing more of qualifying then telling. That makes
Okay.
sense. So when I switched it, because I heard a bill right next door, not door, but cubicle.
Yeah.
You did a lot more qualifying, asking more questions, and then made sure that they'd fit, and then tailor the product to them, which is
Right.
cool.
Yeah, so a lot of the times we need to, qualify them
Right.
by asking them questions, and then they think, oh, I do have a need.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a need, and this product can fill it. And so that's exactly what we're here to talk about today is listening, asking genuine good questions that dissect more
Right.
about the needs of the customer,
Okay.
and then listening and dissecting which needs they need met,
Gotcha.
and how we can have their needs met by our product.
For sure.
And so I'd like to go over a listening guide
Yeah.
provided by HubSpot right here, and it just talks about how.
It's nice.
Thanks. I think it's right here.
Yeah.
Nope, that's silk suit. Never mind. Okay, I just did have it up.
Silky suits.
Yeah, silk suit pajamas.
Okay.
Okay, it's right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm seeing like
Yeah.
those.
The
Yeah.
the HubSpot
The
guide right
questions.
there has
Right.
5 points that I really think could help you out.
Right.
And honestly, I think right here. Yeah,
Right there.
five.
Read that.
Truly listen. And we've been going over these
Right.
and you've actually taken notice of these.
Yeah.
And these are some of the things that we could practice together.
Okay.
Do you feel comfortable maybe doing a few role plays?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I don't know if you have time later on today.
Today, yeah, later on, like in the afternoon, would be best, or even tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's set up a time for tomorrow where we can practice these steps.
Yeah.
While we're talking to each other, we can do some role plays of sales calls, and you can apply these steps that you've written down here.
That makes sense.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you okay with that?
I would love that.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. Okay, Jeffy Risky.
I'm sorry about that technical difficulty. It was in Canvas, and then it switched over to Safari.
Oh.
But then didn't switch over to Safari. Anyways.
Okay, Jeff, thanks for coming. I'm so glad that you were able to be here. I know last week we sat down and I reviewed a couple of your phone calls that I was with you. Mm-hmm. And how do you feel like those phone calls went when I was with you?
They're doing good. I mean, when you were there, I felt robotic and kind of like nervous a little bit. So it wasn't the best representation of my skills, although I do kind of lack experience in this job. Right. But I'm new to it, and so I'm trying everything out. I'm talking to the customer, and I'm trying to understand or help them understand our product, and it's going all right. I feel like the calls are going well, but not as well as they could be.
Right. Yeah, and so Jeff, that's one thing that is amazing about you is you're so personable. You with the customers. I have heard nothing but good things about the customers that met with you. You are doing an amazing job at that and presenting the product to them too. Do a great job at letting them know how great this product is to them. That's amazing, and that's the only thing we could really ask of you, right? And so just like you said, that you wish you could do a little bit more qualifying, right? And so where would you see the best qualifying part? Like where do you qualify? Do you qualify at the beginning, or are you just more information about the product?
Yeah, usually I just talk about how our product, I inform them of our product, and then I just go into how our product would be good for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And so how it would be a good fit for them, right?
Yeah.
And so when you're talking to them, do you feel like you're doing more of the talking, or do you feel like they're just talking as well, or are they doing more listening then?
Now that I think back about it, I probably do more of the talking.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm informing them of our product. Yeah, they don't know too much about it, so I feel like I need to inform them.
Yeah, you need to inform them. That's exactly how I am too. Like, I am so excited about the product. Just like you right today, you're wearing Patagonia on your shirt and your coat. Mm-hmm. Love Patagonia. You have to be telling them about it, right?
Yeah,
you absolutely have to.
I'm a walking billboard.
You seriously are, exactly. Yeah. You're a walking billboard. You were rocking Patagonia pants?
No, unfortunately not. No.
Okay.
I wish.
Next time, we'll get that set up.
Yeah.
But like you said, you're doing most of the talking. And so how do you think it would be if you were to be like asking more questions to see if the product would fit them? How do you think that would work?
So if I was to ask more questions, I feel like, a lot of the times it's me telling them, hey, this product would be great for you. But if I was asking good questions and they were answering them for themselves, I feel like they would come to the conclusion that it's a good product for themselves, if that makes sense. Instead of me telling them,
Yeah.
Right now I feel like I'm like, this is our product, it's great for you. What do you do again? But like,
right.
But I feel like if I ask more qualifying questions, understand what needs they have and how those needs are maybe affecting their company. Yeah. That could play a role in a lot of in success that I could have. Getting them to realize, hey, I do need this product.
Yeah, that's amazing. And so, what do you think? Like, the purpose of understanding their needs would be, and how would that benefit you as a sales rep to understand their needs?
Well, if I understand their needs, then I can truly understand if they actually need this product. If I just don't know their needs and I'm just saying you need this product without actually knowing that they need this product, I feel like a lot of companies see right through that.
Okay.
But that's just with a couple months on the job, that's just what I've seen so far.
Gotcha.
But now that through this talk, I feel like I've been able to realize a little bit more of that they need to tell me that they need the product.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, would you think that more sales would translate if they're telling you that they want the product instead of you telling them that they want it?
Most definitely. I think if, for example, if I told you you want ice cream, you don't really want ice cream. But
but we
if
all
you
scream for ice cream.
Exactly. If you said, like, what do you want to eat? Or if I asked you, what do you want to eat? And then you're like, I don't know, I want something sweet. I'm like, well, what's sweet for you? And you're like, ice cream. Then you're going to want ice cream way more than if I told you, hey, you want ice cream.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Man, you put that
super deep, right?
That was super deep. Like, that was like deep doctrine, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's super sweet. But yeah, so super sweet like ice cream.
Yeah.
Super sweet.
Super sweet.
I see what you did there. And so I think, like you said, like understanding and asking those in-depth questions, that is a great place to start with, and understanding instead of preaching the product to them. There's some reading that I actually did that I would love for you to read. It's on HubSpot. I'll forward you the link in an email, kind of just going over what we did today. And to summarize, it's like truly listening, feedback to the buyer of kind of what they stated and what their needs were and what they liked. And so I think this will benefit you a lot, just like you said. It benefit you because you understand their needs and how this product would be a great fit to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'd be great to get that link.
Yeah, I'll send that link to you, and so then review it, and then let's meet back again. Say Monday. Today's Monday.
Monday.
Let's meet on Thursday, and just kind of see how you've been able to implement a lot of those more questions instead of preaching the product.
Right.
Does that work?
Sense. Yeah, that sounds great.
Sick.
So Thursday,
Thanksgiving
Day.
Yeah, Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, wonderful.
All over to Turkey. We're not going to be here, but it's going to be Turkey.
I'll fit you in right between the time I mashed potatoes and cranberry sauce right in there.
That's perfect.
Then we'll meet.
Yeah, meet, and then we'll have a power nap because you gotta have a nap afterwards.
Sounds good.
So,
Perfect.
Sweet. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.